Here's the ribs after 2 hours, and I will be wrapping them. Just barely seeing bone, and so I'm going to go ahead and do it. My chunks of wood have caught on fire now that I opened the lid. That's fine. Once I close the lid, they'll smolder. Here we are with everything else that I cooked earlier. So wrap them up, throw them back on the grill. Okay, I'm back, guys. Got the ribs all wrapped up. As you saw, I'm going to hold off on the chicken because it's already 7:30. By the time the ribs are done at 9 and I rearrange the charcoal and all that, yeah, it's 10 o'clock and I'm not going to spend the rest of the night cooking. So, yeah, it is what it is. I do want to bring you up to speed on the butter. Man, it came out fabulous. But, I wanted to do something a little different, as always. Uh, so what I did was added some yogurt to it, blended it all up. Dudes, it is so creamy. Is it spicy? No. Is it herbally? Yes. So you get a balance. Worked out great. Uh, Full container. Can't wait to bake some bread. Actually, after we're done with this video, I'm gonna probably start up bread, let it rise overnight. Whatever, it'll cook up, it'll be good. I'll probably knead it till I go to bed here and there. And not overwork it, but just, get it where I want it. May run down to the grocery store tomorrow, pick up some bananas, add it to there, some brown sugar and some vanilla, and try banana bread. Who knows? Tomorrow I think it's the last day for Mario to have his daughter. That's my roommate. And I want to send her home with a loaf of bread, and maybe some mac and cheese, because I know she likes them. And, man, so it's really cool. I get to be kind of like a Grandpa Bill. The other thing about today, because I've had some homework from my counselor, and in a way they're helping me be a better person to help other veterans. And not just veterans, but anybody that may need some help dealing with things in life. So part of my homework is where I write down the good feelings, the bad for the day. The other thing, man, the worst moment in your life, the one that just hits you like you wouldn't believe. And I'm going to be honest, Darren Hidalgo was like a son to me. Yeah, Chris Henderson, all of you guys. I say Chris because he's the first person I thought of. All of you in GCO were like my sons. And yeah, I was a little grumpy sometimes when you came in and woke me up and wanted to talk, but Darwin, man, dude, it was great knowing you. You were a little cocky fucker, but you were always open. The reason I bring up Darren, he knew I was old South Calf, and he would just like pick my brain on that. And I mean, he died a leader. And guys, I've been married 3 times. I'm in a relationship now with a woman, godly woman. Angela, you're amazing. So, I bring up Darren because when he died, I was at a conference in Kandahar. And everybody knew, don't call me on my cell phone unless it was an emergency. Because, here I am and carrying a freaking BlackBerry from the States. I had unlimited data, it's just phone calls were a son of a bitch. But I get this phone call that Darren had died. And how? And he killed me. To this day, just remembering that day, that moment in time just fucking shattered my world. And I was there with my boss, and I asked to be demoted. I can't do this. Because there'd be all these other people that at Terminator. And, but Darren hit me the worst. I mean, we took Christmas pictures together. And Mr. Hidalgo and your family, God, you had such a wonderful son. And I know he wasn't my son. I thought of him like my son, and thank you for the pleasure of bringing him to you and your wife, for bringing him into this world. So anyways, I got the news, and I told my boss, and he goes, well, why don't you discuss it with your wife? Now, mind you, I was married to this woman for 28 years. Wonderful woman. I truly cannot say very many things bad about her. I mean, she brought my son into this world. I almost lost both of them, don't get me wrong, toxemia. She put up with a lot of my PTSD and all that shit. My addictions, everything. But the moment, and I can honestly say this about her, even though to an extent I still love her, and she's happily remarried and all that, not that I want her again or anything, but the moment in my life where I can say I hate her is that moment when I called her and told her what happened and said, I want to come home. I'm coming home. And she said no, because we have plans. We want to pay off our house, pay off our cars. We want to do this. And at that point in time, she put our well-being, my emotional well-being, ahead of our financial well-being. And I hate her for that. Absolutely fucking hate her for that. And it's terrible for me to say that. Because I've been in war zones, if she had been in that situation, I would have said, just get your happy ass home. And I feel terrible for the hate I have for her on that situation. And when his date comes up, his angel date comes up, it breaks my heart. I sit alone, drink my beer or bourbon, and it's how I deal with it. I'm not gonna fucking lie. But anyways, that's that. Now, and now, two more marriages based on superficial bullshit, money, sex, drugs, whatever. moved back down here, and I told myself I'm gonna fucking take my time. I ain't gonna date. I gotta do shit for at least a year. This was April. May, June, July, August, September, middle of October. 5 months into this bullshit. And mind you, my best friend at one point could have pulled her, snapped her fingers and I'd have been there. But a friend of mine recommended, hey, at least try Facebook dating. And I'm like, but I did. A couple of days into it, I meet Angela. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, we'll try. And I find out she's deep into her beliefs, her religion. And she doesn't hold that I'm being Catholic. You know, we both look at how we look at Christ and God differently, but we both look at Christ and God. And it works for us. And we have a lot of things in common. And I'm like, at the time, you know, it's like, you know, a little over a month ago. Yeah, whatever. We'll see how it goes. And today, you know, it's been a day where I'm cooking and doing stuff I like, and you know, my roommate's out of the house, and you know, I'm sitting here with the dog, as you can see, and really haven't had a chance to talk with Angela because she's had her things with church and then work. And I find that I miss her. But I don't miss her in the sense that I need her right here. I've got my things to do. I've got Billy. And I realize more and more as I'm with her is that if I take care of me and love myself, I can show and radiate that love to the people around me. And the more I realize how important she is to me. Yeah, if we stay friends, we stay friends, and if the relationship moves forward, I look at it as a bonus. You know, at this moment in time, I mean, all my friends, my family, everything, as I've said before, you build your cake, are doing great. I mean, she's adding some serious sparkles to it. To the point where I've called her mi amor. And I mean it. You know, some friends said, man, we haven't seen you this small, your smile like this. And honestly, I haven't smiled like this since I was in the war zone because, you know, I'm a fucking adrenaline junkie. But I found myself not being that like that anymore. Or at least not so much because, trust me, I still like putting the car in sport mode. But I won't do it with someone I care about deeply. I'll do it with me by myself or my best, or Mario. One friend said I was glowing. You look at it, it's like, you hear it glowing, it's like an after sex, woohoo! But I looked at those pictures and it's not because of sex. And it took us a while to get to that point, and I shouldn't speak that way. But I looked at the pictures of her and I in Corpus, and I'm fucking glowing. I'm happy. More than, you know, would I love to be door kicking and everything? Yeah, but I also got to take into account, you know, they fucking cut me open, blah, blah, blah. I'm not the same person. But the happiness is back, just in a different form. And guys, I guess what I'm trying to say is, remember those days fondly, but find an outlet. Yeah, granted, yeah, my cooking makes me happy. I mean, shit, I got a rack of ribs, and chicken in the fridge, but I know I'm not gonna get to them tonight. But you never know. May stay up and do them. Get out the flashlight, you know. But what I am trying to say is, we have a new life now that we're out of the military. Even hell, if you're still in the military and you're stuck here in the States, we have a new life. Embrace it. Embrace that time with your family. Because we never know when we're going to lose it. Fuck, do I miss getting shot at? Yeah. Do I miss the brotherhood and the sisterhood? Yeah. Do I have a new brother and sisterhood here? Oh, hell yeah. I truly do. So, embrace your new life. Embrace what God has given you. Because it's the only thing you got. Love yourself first, please. It's very important for us to love ourselves. It's very important to take care of ourselves, and with that comes with the responsibility to go to our appointments, take our medications, make ourselves heard. Stir the pot. Stir the batter, because you know what? That batter is your cake. If you don't stir it right, you get with some lumpy ass shit. So when you talk to your doctors, stir it. Don't settle for the everyday excuse from them, because it is. Take care of yourselves, embrace what life's given you. Yeah, there people say there's no second chances. Guys, we got a second chance. We made it out of Iraq. We made it out of Afghanistan. We've made it out of addiction, personal struggles, whatever they may be. Embrace what you have now. If you don't have it now, seek it. Find someone, find something that will help you out of this struggle. God and Christianity have helped me. So if my counselors, medication, whatever, seek it and do it responsibly. So anyways, guys, I'm rattling. I love you all. Garrisonese Foundation, Black Rifle, whoever it may be, support them, support each other. Hold each other's hand. And good night. Peace out, brothers.